Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society's group of institutions, integrated campus, estimation, quantity, surveying, and valuation. I am Dr. A. Mahesh Babu, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. Lecture 7. In last videos, we discussed about standard units. What are the standard units, basic units, and general specifications? See, general specifications dam proof course. In last class, we discussed PCC foundation. In this class, we'll discuss about dam proof course. In first class buildings, second class buildings, third class, and fourth class buildings. The mix in first class buildings is 1:1.5:3, and 1 inch 2.5 centimeters thickness with waterproof material. See, I will show the next figures and what is the DPC. Why we are going to provide DPC and the plinth beam. Second class buildings, 1:2 mortar with 2 centimeters. Third class, in third class buildings, 1:2 cement mortar, 2 centimeters. In fourth class, there is no DPC. See, this is a typical cross section of foundation. See, if you understand this section, we'll understand what is the foundation, what is the first footing, what is the second footing, and what is the plinth beam, what is DBC. See, I will explain. See here, the PCC bed 1:6:18 or 1:2:1:4:8. So any mix you can use here as a PCC, plain cement concrete, as we have seen in last videos. This is a PCC bed under your foundation. This is a first footing. See, actually, this is a traditional method. Nowadays, actually, we are using only RCC footings, RCC columns, RCC footings, and RCC foundations. These are load-bearing wall structures. Generally, in North India, these procedure they will follow. In our syllabus, this is this type of problems have been given, and in your external exam also you will get this type of problems. See, this is first footing of 600 mm width, this is 500 mm width, and 400 mm width. This is ground level, this is plinth beam level. See here, if you see, observe a horizontal here DPC with 2 cores of bitumen here and here. So this is DPC, dam proof course, to await water into your inside of the room above your foundation or plinth. So this is the advantage of your dam proof course. Okay. So this is the a typical cross section of foundation, and you will see PCC and DPC. Next, we'll see one small video here.
DPC is a horizontal barrier in a wall intended to resist moisture rising through the structure from the foundation. A DPC layer is usually laid below all masonry walls, irrespective of whether the wall is a load-bearing wall or a partition wall. This video shows the procedure of laying damp-proof course.
You observe.
The surface on which the damp-proof course is laid shall be thoroughly cleaned and wetted before starting the work. Cement concrete of 1:1.5:3 proportions along with suitable waterproofing compound in recommended dosage shall be mixed. The concrete has to be laid to a minimum thickness of
waterproof mix in that cement concrete. The ratio is 1:1.5:3. What is 1:1.5:3? Cement, sand, and coarse aggregates.
25 millimeters on the surface. After hardening of the concrete layer, a thin layer of Seal and Dry, which is a cement-based waterproofing compound from Ultratech or any other similar material, has to be applied in 2 coats perpendicular to each other with a gap of 4 hours between the coats. For application of Seal and Dry, we may refer to our video on waterproofing. The damp-proof course shall be laid to the full width of the walls and the edges shall be straight, even, and truly vertical. The DPC should be laid at such a height that it is above the normal level to which water splashes from the ground when it is raining. The level at which the DPC starts should be minimum 15 centimeters above the highest ground level. The dampness creates unhygienic conditions in the building and also reduces the strength of structural components. Damp-proof courses prevents the moisture rising up the walls from the ground. Provide a damp-proof course between the source of dampness and the part of building adjacent to it. Damp-proof course should cover the full width of walls.
See, you understand in a better way what is a damp-proof course. Next, we'll see other general specifications. Substructure, superstructure. You know what is substructure. Now we discussed till now substructure. Below the ground level, that is plinth level, is substructure. Above the ground is superstructure. See, this is one of the important question. Every interview they will ask what is the difference between substructure and superstructure. Above the ground level is superstructure, below the ground level substructure. In some books you may find above the plinth superstructure or below the plinth substructure, but in general the correct definition is substructure is one which is the below the ground level and superstructure is above the ground level. In substructure, what are the components? PCC, first one is excavation. After that you will have PCC bed, RCC footings or foundation or brick wall foundation, and up to ground level, and we will have plinth. Just above ground around 2 to 3 feet you will have basement. Then you will have DPC, damp-proof course. In superstructure, you have columns, beams, slabs. So that is in the superstructure. We will see some figures and time permits some more videos. See, in first class buildings, generally what is cement mortar we have to use in under brickwork 1:6. In other second class, we'll use 1:8. Like that, when class, third class, fourth class, see generally will decreases the cement mortar ratio. Okay, this is superstructure. See here, you observe clearly. Below the ground level is substructure, above the superstructure. You will find this is under foundation, substructure, and above your columns, staircase, slabs, beams, and roof. This is superstructure. This is one of the important point in the your subject. What is superstructure? What is substructure? Okay. See, in general specification, roofing is one also important. What is roof? Slab. RCC slab, generally 115 mm thickness to 150 mm thickness. Depend upon size of your rooms. Cement, RCC, cement, concrete. Okay, cement, sand, and aggregates. Say 1:2:4. 1:2:4 generally will use in the buildings. See, this also comes under general specification, and we'll see next class some more specifications, and we'll continue next class. Thank you.